Hello everyone and welcome to Blue Spoon Veggie. In this short video I'm going to chat a little about some of my favourite vegetarian cheeses. There are so many great ones available and how I like to use them. If you're not veggie but sometimes have to cater for veggies, then I hope you'll find this video useful too. Please share any of your own cheese recommendations in the comments, especially if you have a local cheese you particularly love. Now, what makes a cheese not suitable for vegetarians? It's all about the rennet. Traditional rennet is an animal-based product that is used in some cheese production to separate the curds from the whey. Happily, there is also vegetarian rennet. Helpfully, many cheeses are now labelled as to whether they're suitable for vegetarians or not. Some, however, aren't so helpful, but thankfully the internet exists, so you can usually find out quite easily. This Gruyere, for instance, is not veggie friendly. The first cheese is a recent discovery of mine, Parlick. Parlick hails from the English region of Lancashire, which seems to produce a lot of great cheese. It paired well with mushrooms in some little palmier pastries I made this week. That video will be out soon, and I like its tangy flavour. Slightly crumbly, it has a pleasant taste. I've been using it in cheese sauces. A cheese that melts smoothly is so useful. It's also nice slightly melted on toast. I would say a good flavoured firm cheese like cheddar is one of the most useful in cooking. I particularly like this matured Scottish cheddar from Orkney. I also use double Gloucester cheese a lot, often in a pasta bake. Here's a cheese I use, which comes from Wales. This is a stronger Welsh cheddar, which comes encased in this fancy wax coating. It's easier to remove than you might think. A crumbly cheese, the flavour is creamy and sharp, and a little goes a long way in a cheese sauce. I used it recently in a mushroom frittata and it was delicious. Another hard cheese I use a lot in cooking is this Dutch goat's gouda. I've mentioned it in so many of my videos, you might be fed up of hearing about it. Versatile and with a good strong flavour, I'd recommend seeking out a veggie cheese like this anytime a recipe calls for a hard cheese, including Parmesan, although veggie Parmesan replacements like this Go Veggie are good too. I used this gouda most recently in my parsnip and rosemary gratin, which I'll link below. I use various kinds of softer goat's cheeses too. A spreadable goat's cheese is nice to have on hand. This one is a mild, fresh flavoured French goat's cheese. These rounds of French goat's cheese grill well for topping salads and risottos. While they're nice and cold, I usually slice them in half as the flavour is quite rich. It's easiest to cut straight through the plastic wrapper and then carefully remove that later. You can also freeze these slices and grill them straight from frozen or leave to defrost in the fridge. This creamy Kidderton ash goat's cheese is another lovely Lancashire cheese and has an unusual ash coating. I love this with figs and on top of salads. It's also great on oatcakes and perfect as part of a cheese board. A drizzle of honey really complements its fresh flavour. I often use blue cheeses, both for cooking, where they add tons of flavour, and snacking. This Stilton is one of my favourites. I used it in my yeasted courgette tart, which I'll link below. Rich and strong flavoured, blue cheese pairs well with clean, fresh fruits like grapes and apples, as well as chutney. One more cheese from Scotland now. A great brie-style cheese. By the way, can anyone recommend a veggie cheese from Northern Ireland? I like to use brie in little tarts as it has a lovely texture when melted. Paired with cranberry sauce is delicious, and honey is also a great match for brie. Although I could talk about cheese until the cows, or sheep or goats come home, I'll leave it there for this video. Please share any thoughts in the comments and like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you again soon for more foodie thoughts and recipes from Blue Spoon Veggie.